Did you know that 1 in 5 people will develop skin cancer during their lifetime? This is the story of one girl's journey. Lauren Savoy O'Lind was born on February 18, 1984 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Her kind and bubbly spirit was evident from a young age.
Well, when she was real small, she was timid and quiet, but always caring about anyone.
Growing up, Lauren enjoyed swimming and playing the flute. She was always a good student. Lauren's warm and friendly character was evident to her fellow classmates. And when she graduated from high school, she received the award for the senior student that most exemplified love and kindness.
She was just happy, easygoing. She never missed a beat.
Lauren went on to attend college at Louisiana State University, where she began as a graphic design major. Lauren served as her sorority president and made the most of her undergraduate days.
I first knew Lauren in high school, and we were friends throughout high school and college. We were best friends as soon as we met. She was just so full of life and very optimistic about everything. She was a really good friend. She was also really smart in school, so she had just everything going for her.
As a senior, Lauren changed her major and dedicated her efforts to becoming a pharmacist. Lauren met the love of her life in high school, and 7 years later, they were married.
They were high school sweethearts, and as soon as they met, they were instantly a couple. It was a relationship that she got to have very early on in her life, comparatively to, I guess from what I have. I always wanted what she had, and so it was great to see that she got that.
Lauren's life changed forever in October of 2009.
She noticed a mole or a rough spot on her head. When she would use a brush, it was starting to bleed a little bit.
A biopsy revealed melanoma, the most dangerous form of skin cancer. Soon after, Lauren found herself undergoing surgery to remove the tumor, but it was worse than she and her family had hoped. The tumor had spread to her lymph nodes. Her melanoma was stage 3. She would need another surgery and chemotherapy. The treatment seemed to be working, and Lauren enjoyed a brief remission, and she spent time with her family and friends. But Lauren's melanoma returned, and this time it was stage 4. Despite her diagnosis and grueling treatment, Lauren went on to graduate from pharmacy school in May of 2011 and began working as a licensed pharmacist.
It was very rough on her, but she would never let anyone feel sorry for her, or she never wanted me to even ask her how she was feeling. She didn't want anybody to know she was a cancer patient. She just wanted to go full steam ahead.
But the cancer continued to overtake her petite body. On January 21st, 2012, just 4 weeks shy of her 28th birthday, Lauren Savoy O'Lind passed away peacefully at home. Melanoma skin cancer took her life.
The key to melanoma, or one of the keys to melanoma, is early diagnosis. And somewhere in the back of our mind, we think that had, time been on our side, we wouldn't be making this video right now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lindsey Hall. There are thousands of stories just like Lauren's. Melanoma is one of the most common cancers to affect young people. The incidence of melanoma of the head and neck is on the rise, likely due to the fact that this area receives a significant amount of sun exposure. In addition, melanoma of the head and neck is often detected late due to its location within the scalp or the crevices of the face and ears, making self-detection more difficult. Cosmetologists are a group of professionals that have regular access to their clients' face, scalp, and neck. The average person does not see a dermatologist each year for a skin check, but they do go in for a haircut. If detected early, the cure rate for all forms of skin cancer approaches 100%. With all of this in mind, it makes sense to empower cosmetologists to be advocates for early skin cancer detection.
I have told a client to have something checked on their skin. I was doing a gentleman's hair that I've been doing for quite a while, and I noticed a mark behind his left ear that looked suspicious to me, and I told him, I don't want to overly alarm you, but I think that you might need to make an appointment with your dermatologist and have this looked at. And the following haircut, he came in and said, Garrett, you may have saved my life. It was precancerous, meaning it was on its way to being cancer, and they removed it. And that's where we are now.
The goal of this video is to educate cosmetologists to recognize the warning signs of skin cancer and to encourage the referral of clients with suspicious lesions to a dermatologist.
Well, I think it's very important for a cosmetologist to be aware of these things because we all have someone special like Lauren in our lives, and our clients are very special to someone. And we are more in the scalp than anyone else. So we have the opportunity to see things that they never see, their loved ones may never see, their dermatologists may never see. So I think it's our responsibility and obligation to make them aware of these peculiar, unusual marks and suggest that they make an appointment with their dermatologist.
Awareness and early detection can save lives. So let's get started. First, it is important to understand that there are two major categories of skin cancer: non-melanoma skin cancer and melanoma skin cancer. Non-melanoma skin cancer is by far more common and less deadly than melanoma skin cancer. However, if left untreated for long periods of time, non-melanoma skin cancer may spread. Melanoma skin cancer is less common but more dangerous, grows more rapidly, and if left untreated is more likely to lead to death. All forms of skin cancer, both non-melanoma skin cancer and melanoma skin cancer, are related to sun exposure. Let's first discuss non-melanoma skin cancer. Non-melanoma skin cancer often presents as a growing bump or a sore that won't heal. Lesions may appear raised, shiny and pink, or may be wart-like and scaly. Oftentimes, they bleed easily when scratched or brushed. If a client has any lesion that fits this description, they should be made aware of it and encouraged to see a dermatologist. Next, we come to melanoma. Melanoma is the most dangerous form of skin cancer. It often appears as a new or changing mole. When considering moles, it is important to know the ABCDEs of melanoma. A stands for asymmetry, meaning if you draw a line through the center of the mole, the two halves do not look the same. Melanomas are asymmetric. B stands for border. Moles that have an irregular or wavy border are concerning. C stands for color. Moles should be an even brown color. If a mole is dark black or has multiple colors represented within it, that is concerning. D stands for diameter. Moles bigger than a pencil eraser are concerning. E stands for evolving. Any mole that is growing or changing is concerning. Putting them all together, A stands for asymmetry, B for border, C for color, D for diameter, and E for evolving. These are the ABCDEs of melanoma. Another helpful tip to remember when evaluating moles is the ugly duckling sign. If you notice a mole that stands out and looks different from the client's other moles, this is called the ugly duckling sign and is concerning for melanoma. Let's review the important warning signs for both melanoma and non-melanoma skin cancer. New or changing moles, irritated, scabbed, or bleeding lesions, beware of the ugly duckling, and know your ABCDEs. If you notice any of the above warning signs, it's best to make the client aware of the lesion and suggest they see a dermatologist. If you are unsure whether or not something may be suspicious, it's best to suggest that they have it checked anyway. When in doubt, refer it out. Now that we have discussed the major forms of skin cancer, let's go over some important tips for prevention that you can share with your clients. Before going into the sun, apply a broad spectrum sunscreen that is at least SPF 30. Broad spectrum means the sunscreen covers both UVA and UVB rays. The words broad spectrum will be written on the bottle. Sunscreen needs to be reapplied every 2 hours or more often if sweating or swimming. Seek shade, especially between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Wear protective clothing, including a hat with a broad brim and long sleeves. Never go to tanning beds. Indoor tanners are 74% more likely to develop melanoma than non-tanners. Examine your skin every month and see a dermatologist for a skin check every year. I hope this video has inspired you to become an advocate for early skin cancer detection. With your help, these curable forms of skin cancer may be caught early and lives like Lauren's may be saved. The LSO Foundation was started in memory of Lauren Savoy Olind. The foundation's goal is to promote skin cancer awareness and early detection in honor of a special young woman. Please visit www.lsofoundation.org for more information.
Something that gives us some peace is that Lauren lived for a purpose, because what we're doing here with information from the LSO Foundation and this video, she's doing what she always did. She's making people happy and smile.